I was a perfect looking child. I was playing with the boys on the boys team. This was just like the period of time, that sweet spot where it was about like how good you were, and that's all that mattered. Puberty strikes. Things really change quickly. That's the beginning of like that crack that divides us. The messages that little boys and little girls are given about how they need to act to be approved in our culture, it's all BS, if you ask me. If you want to wear high heels, awesome, do it, but do it because you want to wear high heels. If you want to shave the sides of your head, do it, but only do it because you want to do it. That's where we're getting to, is being completely empowered by who you are and what you want out of your life, not what the culture is telling you who to be. Oh my God, isn't she so cute? I do believe that I am one of the cutest babies that has ever been born. And that's just a fact, because you're seeing this picture on the screen right now. I was fearless in a lot of ways. My family had what was called the Abby alert, because I would just like to venture off and do whatever I wanted to do. And I guess that's just kind of how I've lived my life. I've just been venturing off on my own path and paving my own way. This is actually one of my most favorite pictures of my time having spent playing for so long on the national team. And this is after we won the 2015 World Cup in Canada. This World Cup marked the end of my World Championship career for the women's national team. When like a tournament is done like that, the relief that you feel is the weight that's lifted off of you, because you have expectations and goals and desires for yourself, and desires and goals and dreams for your team. And so often they're not met. Both teams deserve to be there. And when you're playing in a world championship environment, like sometimes luck is the thing that like allows your team to rise to the top at the end of that day. And so this moment, I was just so relieved that I wasn't gonna be pissed off for the next 40 years of my life. I'm very proud of this picture. Oh, best day of my life right there. When I met Glennon, I stepped into myself for the first time. She gave me a sense of love. I had nerves this day only because I wanted it to be so perfect. I had to accept the best, most beautiful, truest life that I could envision as it being my actual life for the first time. I think that's something a lot of people struggle with. I think a lot of people have an idea of what they want, and they go about putting obstacles in their own way. It's like this self-fulfilling prophecy, right? And for me, I had to actually let myself believe that I deserved the best and most beautiful true life that I could envision. And that's been Glennon from the time that we met. Well, here are the 3 kids and my wife and myself. It's such a beautiful journey to have these kids and to know that who they become has something to do with you. And with these kids, they teach me about the traumas that I am still dealing with as a 38-year-old woman. When you are one of the greatest athletes and soccer players in the world, people out there think that I must just be the most confident human being on the planet, and I must take that confidence with me in every facet of my life. But for me, that wasn't always true. Because I reached such highs as a soccer player, that brought up big fears for me as a person. Figuring out my sexuality has been my story. I wanted to be great at what I did and great at what I do, and also just happen to be gay. I think that the statement that makes is huge. The way that I wanted to operate my life and the way that I want to live my life is not out of fear, but out of joy and love and respect. That's kind of encapsulates this entire picture for me.